the Texas Longhorns and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, I caught up with the Longhorns head coach before the game. He said this is a crucial game on the road against a quality opponent. It means so much. Not only the college football playoff rankings, strength of schedule, and everything that goes into a matchup like this. This is the biggest challenge so far in their season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Canes headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Running inside, it's Smothers. Turning it on!
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Changing the routes with his receivers. Arch Madness. Look out! And down he goes.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long. Containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Fourth down, Manning. Moves to his right. Fires on the move. And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
And your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. They'll take the penalty and move them back.
Great, let's go.
Out wide left, it's Lofton. Touchdown, Hurricane! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Sending the offense back onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Rush is on. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Here's Manning to throw. That's caught. It's Coleman.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Looking downfield, it's Lacy. Right side, it's Coleman. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The run inside. It's Smothers. Nowhere to go.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll ride him again. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Going deep. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. Run in the red zone. It's Brown. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Lacy. Buying time to his right. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! How about this? These guys are going for 2. From the gun. Unloads to the wideout. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Number 44, set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. Defense might bring the house here. Throwing, Mensah. With the catch, it's Vaughn. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try to get the first through the air. Left side is Lofton. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning 2. That was beautiful.
And the Canes will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And that's a really good throw by this QB, man. Seeing the crossing routes, putting it on his chest so he can keep running across the field, get those yards after the catch. Nice job being on the same page with QB and receiver.
And the Canes are flying down the field. Here's Mensah to throw. Quickly complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
The Hurricanes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Timed it perfectly to knock him free and forces the 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Hauls it in. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Quick give. It's Pringle. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. And the Hurricanes in the hurry-up. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Pringle. Just smothered on the play.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Out wide right, it's Pringle. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Back has it. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's second and goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. One more snap coming before halftime.
Easy. We need more threat.
Mensah. He wants it all. Touchdown, Miami. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Now, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. From inside the 10, here he comes. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And the Longhorns will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Defense showing blitz here. Throwing, Mensah. Right side, it's Brown. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Draw play, it's Brown. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
For this defense, man, to get back into the game, we talked about it at half. They got to pressure the quarterback. They got to force some sacks. And they...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Snaps on 4th down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And the defense forced the quarterback out of bounds before he could get rid of it. Had to take the loss.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail, now you've set the other team up for almost automatic points.
The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Wants to throw. It's Lacy. Rolls right. Headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
All right, defensive ends, you've got to do a better job not getting too far up the field on these pass rush situations. You've got to be able to retrace. You can get to the level of the quarterback, but then you've got to slow yourself down under control. It's making it way too easy on this QB to know, hey, when these guys get upfield too much and there's a lane, I'm taking off. It's just too easy for me with my speed.
And the Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Texas! They got the touchdown, but now they want the 2 to tie this baby up. They'll go to the air. Still looking to his right. Zings it complete to the right. He's into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Miami's offense comes out, ready to go to work. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
All even here in the 3rd quarter as they get set to snap it on 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. Here's Mensah to throw. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. There he goes. Touchdown, Longhorn. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick 6 certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
Does not get there. Boy, they stopped him just short of the goal line and kept him from getting the 2.
Texas 20, Miami 14. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30.
They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a simple design there, guys. Just RPO. QB gets it out of his hands quickly, trying to attack the left side there in the flat. They're just not able to come up with it.
Second and long here. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Caught. Turns it on in midfield. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Tight end now in motion. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Complete. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there.
It's a fumble! Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it and avert the turnover. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo.
And the Hurricanes take over 1st and 10.
Zone.
Mensah. Extending the play. They're working that left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Caught in the backfield, it's Pringle. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Brings up 2nd down.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip and tuck affair. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter.
14.
They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Throwing, Mensah. Out wide right, it's Brown. Touchdown, Canes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And this is almost certainly 4-down territory, down 6, and needing a touchdown in the point after to take the lead. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Out wide left, it's Lofton. Touchdown, Hurricane! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the 4th. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches and the score. Bounces through the end zone. But there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last when they need 8 on 2nd down. They give it back to him. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
3rd down from the gun, Manning. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the 4th quarter. 1-possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that 4th down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and a turnover on downs.
Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They use the timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Mensah to throw. He's got it. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a 1st down in the red zone. Physical here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker.
Ready. Wide and
Direct snap. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Snap to the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. On the direct snap, it's Compton. He's going for the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Miami! On to attempt the try. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the fourth. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. To throw, Manning. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Compton.